County School is upping its security after several peaceful protesters entered the school on Friday. We're talking about the Madison Trust Elementary School in Brambleton. That's where students were asked to take part in a controversial Black History Month lesson with an obstacle course that represented the Underground Railroad. According to police, 6 protesters got into the school by following a parent who had been cleared to enter. The group asked to speak with a school administrator about that controversial lesson, and when they were told they couldn't, they left, chanting, "No justice, no peace." Police say the group identified themselves as a Black Panther Party. No threats were made against the school and no arrests were made. Police do plan on stepping up security measures there, including assigning school resource and security officers through the end of the year.